Happy Days felt like pure TV comfort. The jukebox glow, the Cunningham home, and Fonzie's cool smile lighting up a simpler world. But decades later, time changed everything. Some stars still shine in 2026, while others are gone, leaving only reruns, memories, and stories that ended too soon. Arthur Fonzie Fonzarelli is the breakout icon of Happy Days, the leather-jacketed cool guy whose swagger hit a surprisingly loyal heart. Played by Henry Winkler, born in 1945 in New York City, he was 28 when the series premiered in 1974. In 2026, Henry Winkler is 81. Fonzie remains legendary because Winkler made him more than a catchphrase, giving him warmth, loyalty, humor, and the soul of a mentor beneath the A. Beyond Happy Days, Henry Winkler built a remarkable second act through acting, producing, writing, and acclaimed later roles, including Barry. His Fonzie endures because true cool was never just the jacket, it was the kindness underneath. Howard Cunningham is the steady father figure of Happy Days, the gentle head of the Cunningham home whose wisdom made the family feel safe. Played by Tom Bosley, born in 1927 in Chicago, Illinois, he was 46 when the show began in 1974. He passed away in 2010, at 83, leaving behind one of classic television's warmest fatherly legacies. Howard remains beloved because Bosley made authority feel kind, firm, patient, and deeply reassuring. Beyond Happy Days, Tom Bosley had a long career in stage, film, and television, including Murder, She Wrote and Father Dowling Mysteries. His Howard Cunningham endures as the quiet anchor of the show's comfort, the dad who made every lesson feel like love. Marian Cunningham is the heart of the Cunningham family, the warm mother whose patience and quiet strength make the house feel like home. Played by Marion Ross, born in 1928 in Watertown, Minnesota, she was 45 when Happy Days premiered in 1974. In 2026, Marion Ross is 98. Marian Cunningham remains unforgettable because Ross gave her grace, humor, tenderness, and a calm strength that never needed to be loud. Beyond Happy Days, Marion Ross continued a long career across television and film, becoming one of classic TV's most beloved maternal presences. Her Mrs. C endures as a reminder that the softest voice in the room can sometimes be the strongest. Potsie Weber is Richie's good-natured best friend in Happy Days, the sweet and slightly awkward member of the gang, whose sincerity made him easy to love. Played by Anson Williams, born in 1949 in Los Angeles, California, he was 24 when the show launched in 1974. In 2026, Anson Williams is 77. Potsie remains memorable because Williams made him loyal, earnest, musical, and never too concerned with being the coolest guy in the room. Beyond Happy Days, Anson Williams built a respected career behind the camera as a television director, working across many popular series. His Potsie endures because he represents the friend who may not steal the spotlight, but always helps make the group feel complete. Richie Cunningham is the all-American anchor of Happy Days, the decent and relatable young man who grounds Arnold's drive-in and the world around him. Played by Ron Howard, born in 1954 in Duncan, Oklahoma, he was 20 when the show premiered in 1974. 2026, Ron Howard is 72. Richie remains iconic because Howard made him honest, warm, curious, and believable as the ordinary boy surrounded by bigger personalities. Beyond Happy Days, Ron Howard became one of Hollywood's most successful directors and producers, with major films and television projects shaping generations of entertainment. His Richie Cunningham endures as the gentle center of the show, while his later career proves that some child stars grow into true creative powerhouses. Al Delvecchio is the deadpan owner of Arnold's Drive-In, the tired but lovable adult who reacts to teenage chaos like it is simply part of the daily routine. Played by Al Molinaro, born in 1919 in Kenosha, Wisconsin, he was 55 when he joined Happy Days. He passed away in 2015, at 96, leaving behind a warm legacy in classic television comedy. Al remains memorable because Molinaro made his complaints, pauses, and weary reactions feel like comfort food. Beyond Happy Days, Al Molinaro was also known for The Odd Couple and later appearances connected to the Happy Days universe. His Al Delvecchio endures because Arnold's never felt like just a diner. It felt like a safe place, and he was part of its familiar smell, sound, and rhythm. Jenny Piccolo is Joanie's lively best friend in Happy Days, the bubbly and confident girl who brings fresh energy to the later seasons. Played by Kathy Silvers, born in 1961, she was 19 when she joined the show. In 2026, Kathy Silvers is 65. Jenny remains memorable because Silvers made her playful, bold, talkative, and always ready to stir up harmless trouble. Beyond Happy Days, Kathy Silvers stayed connected to fans through appearances and the lasting affection for the show's later ensemble. Her Jenny Piccolo endures because she helped Joanie's world feel bigger, younger, and more alive as the series moved into its final chapters. Roger Phillips is Joanie's good-hearted love interest in Happy Days, a later-era character whose awkward sincerity brought a softer kind of comedy to the show. Played by Ted McGinley, born in 1958, he was 22 when he joined the cast. In 2026, Ted McGinley is 68. Roger remains memorable because McGinley made him earnest, slightly clumsy, likable, and different from the swagger that defined earlier Happy Days romance. Beyond Happy Days, Ted McGinley built a long television career, becoming known for shows like Married with Children, The Love Boat, and many guest roles. His Roger Phillips endures as part of the show's later tone, when Arnold still glowed, but the stories had grown softer and more reflective. Chachi Arcola is the mischievous young charmer in Happy Days, the boy whose confidence and romance with Joanie became one of the show's defining later storylines. Played by Scott Baio, born in 1960, he was 17 when he first appeared. In 2026, Scott Baio is 66. Chachi remains memorable because Baio made him rebellious enough to be exciting, but sweet enough to feel safe inside the show's comforting world. Beyond Happy Days, Scott Baio carried the role into Joanie Loves Chachi, and later became known for Charles in Charge and other television work. His Chachi endures as the late-era heartthrob, whose name remains tightly linked to the Happy Days legacy. Arnold is the original owner of Arnold's Drive-In, the calm and deadpan presence who helped define the show's famous hangout before the restaurant changed hands. Played by Pat Morita, born in 1932, he was 42 when he began the role. He passed away in 2005 at 73, leaving behind a legacy that reached far beyond sitcom nostalgia. Arnold remains beloved because Morita gave him warmth, dry humor, and the feeling that every teenage crisis had a place to unfold. Beyond Happy Days, Pat Morita became internationally beloved as Mr. Miyagi in The Karate Kid, one of cinema's most cherished mentors. His Arnold endures because even before Miyagi, Morita understood how to make quiet kindness feel unforgettable. Marsha Sims is a sophisticated love interest for Fonzie in Happy Days, a character who brings a calmer and more mature energy into his romantic world. Played by Beatrice Colin, born in 1948, she was in her 20s when she appeared on the series. She passed away in 1999, at 51, after breast cancer, leaving behind a brief but memorable television legacy. Marsha remains notable because Colin revealed a softer side of Fonzie, showing that even the coolest man at Arnold's could be changed by tenderness. Beyond Happy Days, Beatrice Colin appeared in other television roles, including Wonder Woman and broader sitcom work. Her Marsha Sims endures as one of those supporting characters whose screen time was small, but whose presence helped deepen a larger icon. Ashley Pfister is one of Fonzie's major later season love interests, a woman whose elegance and seriousness brought a more adult emotional tone to Happy Days. Played by Linda Pearl, born in 1955, she was in her 20s when she appeared in the role. In 2026, Linda Pearl is 71. Ashley remains memorable because Pearl made her graceful, intelligent, grounded, and believable as someone who could make Fonzie imagine a different kind of future. Beyond Happy Days, Linda Pearl continued a long career across television, film, and stage, appearing in dramas, comedies, and musical performance. Her Ashley Pfister endures because she showed that Fonzie's story was not only about coolness, but also about the possibility of love, maturity, and change. Leopold "Flip" Phillips is a late-era addition to Happy Days, a young character who brings fresh charm into the show's final chapters. Played by Billy Warlock. Born in 1961, he was 21 when he joined the series. In 2026, Billy Warlock is 65. Flip remains notable because Warlock gave him youthful energy at a time when the original gang's world was changing. Beyond Happy Days, Billy Warlock moved into a successful soap opera career, becoming known for work on Days of Our Lives, Baywatch, and other television roles. His Flip Phillips endures as a reminder of how Happy Days kept trying to renew its spirit as one generation of characters gave way to another. Chachi Cunningham is a later season addition to the Cunningham household, a bright young presence who helps carry Happy Days toward its final chapters. Played by Crystal Bernard, born in 1961, she was 21 when she appeared on the series. In 2026, Crystal Bernard is 65. Chachi remains memorable because Bernard brought a fresh, modern energy to the familiar family setting. Beyond Happy Days, Crystal Bernard became best known for Wings and also pursued music and other creative work. Her Chachi Cunningham endures as part of the show's late-era attempt to keep the Cunningham home lively, warm, and connected to a new wave of viewers. Heather Pfister is Ashley's young daughter in Happy Days, a sweet later-season child presence who added innocence to Fonzie's more mature storyline. Played by Heather O'Rourke, born in 1975, she was 7 when she appeared on the series. She passed away in 1988 at just 12, leaving behind one of the most heartbreaking child star losses of the era. Heather remains poignant because O'Rourke brought natural sweetness and gentleness to a show already full of nostalgia. Beyond Happy Days, Heather O'Rourke became famous through Poltergeist, where her young face became unforgettable to horror fans around the world. Her story remains deeply bittersweet, a child remembered for innocence on screen, gone far too soon in real life. Ralph Malph is the class clown of Happy Days, the fast-talking jokester whose one-liners brought bright comedy to the gang. Played by Don Most, born in 1953 in Brooklyn, New York, he was 20 when the series began in 1974. In 2026, Don Most is 73. Ralph remains beloved because Most made him goofy, energetic, loyal, and a little nervous beneath all the jokes. Beyond Happy Days, Don Most continued acting and later pursued music, especially jazz and swing performance. His Ralph Malph endures because every friend group needs the one who keeps laughing, even when the joke is really hiding how much he wants to belong. Joanie Cunningham is Richie's spirited younger sister in Happy Days. the girl who grows from a mischievous kid into a young woman right before the audience's eyes. Played by Erin Moran, born in 1960 in Burbank, California. She was 13 when the show began in 1974. She passed away in 2017 at 56, leaving behind a legacy made bittersweet by the struggles she faced after fame. Joanie remains beloved because Moran gave her brightness, vulnerability, humor, and the feeling of real adolescence unfolding on screen. Beyond Happy Days, Erin Moran carried Joanie into the spin-off Joanie Loves Chachi, making her part of one of the show's most famous romantic storylines. Her Joanie endures as a face frozen in television memory, hopeful, lively, and forever tied to a simpler era fans still miss. And that is the lasting warmth of Happy Days. It was more than a sitcom about jukeboxes, diners, leather jackets, and teenage dreams. It was a place viewers could visit when they wanted life to feel simpler, kinder, and full of music. Some of these stars are still with us in 2026, while others have taken their final bow. But every rerun keeps the Cunningham home, and Arnold's glowing in memory. If this journey brought back your own Happy Days, please like, subscribe, and stay with Hollywood 1960s TV, where the legends of the Golden Age live on.